Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. Today I want to experiment with something I saw on, and that is making a feathered effect by making your own alcohol ink and popping them in resin. What we need, I am using epoxy cast resin from Barnes, and I've already mixed it up and put it in all of the heart molds, and I've put an extra 15 mils aside for the three colors I'm using, and I'm going to go traditional galaxy type colors to see how they go. So I've got purple, light blue and a dark pink. I have my 100% alcohol. I can never say that word, so I'll put it here. The I word, but I've distilled it in an easy squeeze bottle. Now, from what I've seen of the videos, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll try 10 drops of each colour to make it as opaque as possible, because you want these colours to be opaque. You also want the bottles to be open when you're using them for the first time. That would help. That might have a little bit more because it ran away from me. But we'll try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is an awesome bright pink there. Alright, so we will mix them up. And these are meant to be opaque colours, but if they come out too clear still, I'll just pop a bit more dye in them. Probably could do with a few more dye drops. They are just opaque-ish. They look a bit milky. Not as solid as I'd like them. I had to use these dyes I have because I don't have any actual, apart from black, brown and white, I don't have any real pastes. So I'm trying them with these dyes I've got off the internet. I think I got these from Miniature Sweets. As I say, they are supposed to be opaque, but I'm not sure. And I also don't want to have the resin sitting around too long after last time. Making the coasters, which you might have seen that video already. I think if I leave it too long, things don't work as well. Like this one seems to start activating quicker than I anticipate. Okie dokie. So they're not transparent. They're not as opaque as I'd like either, but they're not transparent. Now, go with the alcohol. I'll start with about 10 drops, if I can actually drop it. I'll start this way. 1, 2, 3. No, actually I think I'll do 7. Okay, so that's 7 drops in each colour, and give it a really good mix. You have the 8 you're going to work on, and you always have 1 spare for your test piece, and this is to see if you've made the right consistency of alcohol. So we'll just do 1 drop. What you want it to do is float on the top, so it sort of you don't want it to sink to the bottom, basically, because if you sink to the bottom you're going to end up with those blobby things that you get when you use alcohol ink. So, and you don't throw it from too far a height either. You try and place it on the surface of the resin. Now I think this resin's probably been sitting here about 10-15 minutes while I've been sorting things out, getting ready. So this could be okay. I think it would be a miracle fluke if I got the consistency right the first go. I can't see that happening. To me, an untrained eye, as I said, this is the first time I've tried this. I'm not sure I have, because like they are sitting there, they're not sinking as far as I can tell. They definitely are not sinking. but they're also not spreading as much as you would probably like. Maybe a couple more, just because it's not really spreading. So what did I do? 7, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, let's see if I'm ruining it completely now or if I had it perfect the first go. The more alcohol makes it fluffy, so I know that, like, or I should say more floaty, but it's not spreading. Maybe it doesn't spread as much. I'll have to go back and watch the video on that. I was too busy writing notes, I didn't catch every screenshot. So let's leave those for a bit and see how they go, and if they stay on the surface, we'll pop them all in and see how it goes. Okay, so it has been a couple of minutes and they don't look like they're sinking too badly. It looks like it's okay. So I'm going to risk it. As I said, this is an experiment and a first go, so that's what all learning's all about. So I believe it was 7 drops of alcohol ink and came to about 20 drops of colour in each one of these with 15 mils of resin. So let's just pop the dots in and see how it goes. We try not to do it from that height if we can. I might move these two out of the way just until I need them. So yeah, got plenty of resin, so I don't have to worry about running it out. Oops, try not to touch the resin as well. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'll have to look back on the video. I must have, oh, put my finger in it that time. I must have knocked it. Oh no. Lucky last, the purple. Yeah, I think this spoon I'm using, which comes with the standard sort of resin kits, might just be a bit too small. So I am going to go back to the trusty old popsicle stick and put 5 more drops of each colour in, which this comes out a lot more chunky. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and I will leave these sit now for about 15 minutes. I'll come back and test to see if the resin's turned stringy, which means it's starting to cure, and if it has, then we'll do the swirly swirls. Okay, it's been 45 minutes, and looking at them, they don't appear to have sunk, which is great, but I guess we never know till we demold them. So let's just test the, yeah, so you can see that that is quite thick now and stringy. So we'll do the swirls in them and then we'll leave them to set. Now when you swirl, be very careful not to touch the bottom. That way you're not pushing the ink right into the bottom, and you're also not going to scrape your mold. So now it's just a matter of leaving them for, what's the time now? It's about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, so they usually say 12 hours, but I won't be getting up at 4 a.m. so I'll most likely be closer to 24 hours before I check them again, but I'll let you know when that is. Okay, it's about 10 a.m. the next day, so it's been about 18 hours that these have been sitting, and they're all set nice and hard. I can sort of tell that they're not going to have that feathered effect I was hoping for, but they do look nice anyway. So there they all are with the dark background. A lot of negative space on them, which I think I should have put more drops in, and I'll have to use something like that makes a bigger drop than what I was using, so maybe a spoon next time. Really can't sort of see, maybe there's tiny bits there of very faint wispy bits there that have come to the top, but because it's such a pastel color you can't really tell. I might bring the camera on a different angle to see, to show you. So I'll just do some close-ups, hopefully they'll focus. So yeah, you can sort of see there, it's hit the top. There, I think it's mostly the blue one that seems to have gone to the top or sunk to the bottom when you think of them in the molds. So it's not that, that's the one that went really strange and cloudy for some reason. I'm not quite sure what happened. They all merged. And that was the test piece. So they didn't go for the effect I wanted, but I still like them regardless. This was the first try at me making my own alcohol ink. Or yeah, my own alcohol ink to put in these. But you know, got to keep trying. So I'm not quite sure what I'll do with these ones. I might at some point put a dark background on the back to give it something to see the colours more intense through, because this is sitting on a dark brown mat and I think the colours are seen a bit better than if I hold them up with a lot of negative space. I don't know. It was an experiment. I might not do anything with them. They might just be on my first experiment list. So yeah, it didn't quite turn out as I was hoping. I do think that perhaps these are not the right dyes to use for this sort of thing. I mean, if I wanted this effect, the dyes are perfect. They're not super bright. They are very pastel, so I might have to look for some brighter pigment paste online if I want to try this again. But overall, for a first attempt, I am very happy with it. They are nice pieces on their own. I'm just judging it compared to what I wanted to actually make, and they're nothing like what I wanted to make. As a standalone piece, it's a new thing I've tried and I don't dislike it at all. It's quite nice and they're quite light pastel colours. So let me know what you think down below in the comments, if you like the way they turned out or not. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. It is truly appreciated. So it would really be awesome if you could like this video, and if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe, stay weird, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.